Hello guys, and welcome back to Mental Health Mondays, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm not going to make the intro very long because the likelihood is if you're watching this video you probably just want me to cut to the chase. I've done so many videos on self-harm in the past, so if you do want to go and check those out then I will leave them in the description below. Having done so many videos on self-harm, I've never actually done one where I sit down and give you guys you know, self-harm alternatives and distraction, because I self-harm for around 7 years and I built up a few different ways that I use to kind of break the habit. And let me tell you, self-harm is a very hard habit to break, but it is possible. I've done it. I've sectioned them up into different feelings because I feel like I had kind of 4 main triggers, I would say. If I was feeling angry, if I was feeling sad / depressed, if I was feeling guilty, or if I was feeling numb, so feeling nothing. First of all, angry. In this instance, we want to let the tension out physically. So you could scream as loud as you can, maybe scream into a pillow, hit a cushion, punch a cushion. Don't punch a wall though and injure yourself. Squeeze a stress ball. I used to get those little flashy things that you can squeeze and drop and chuck around, etc., and have in your pocket when you need. Squeeze ice really hard. This is also a good one for pain. You kind of get that satisfaction from it. Rip up an old magazine or newspaper. Listen to music and dance energetically round your room. Draw on the place that you want to cut with either a red marker or fake blood or doodle on your arm. Draw pictures, anything. Chew on ice cubes or chew on something very flavorful like ginger or lemon. Place an elastic band around your wrist and ping it whenever you feel the urge to self-harm. And lastly, use your energy to go and do something positive, like go for a walk, go for a run, do the cleaning. Just channel your anger into something more productive. Okay, if you're feeling sad / depressed, this is when we need to do something slow and soothing for ourselves and just look after ourselves. Use it as an excuse to run a bath. Run a bath with all of the bath bombs, all the bubbles. Curl up under a blanket with a hot chocolate and read a book. Or watch TV. This is such an easy one. Put a really good Netflix series on. I really love watching reality TV to just distract me from my life, and I also really loved reading like trash magazines and doing the like arrow word puzzles in there, literally arrow words. And TV were my 2 main like go-to distractions. Give yourself a present. Usually for me this would be online shopping, but don't go too crazy. Hug a loved one or a animal or a stuffed animal. Play with your pet, take your pet out. Make a list of things that make you happy. Go and do something nice for someone else. Light a candle for yourself, burn some incense, bake. I used to use this as a very good distraction technique. Finally, moisturize, put body lotion on the areas of yourself that you want to hurt. Okay, next up we have numb. Now this is when you're gonna want to try and do something to bring yourself out of feeling numb other than self-harm. So squeezing ice is another really good one for this, or having a cold bath or a cold shower. Bit of a shock to the system. Speak to other people, interact to other people, go outside and be in an area where other people are. Go into nature. I find it really grounding just to observe what is around me. Put a finger into frozen food like ice cream, or eat a frozen food. Alternatively, eat something hot or spicy. And finally, smell something strong that's gonna make you be a bit like, whoa. Finally, feeling guilty. This was one of the main culprits of my self-harm. I would use it as a way to punish myself. The first thing I will say is to congratulate yourself on each minute you go without self-harming, because the whole self-harm cycle is a cycle of guilt. You can feel guilty about some aspect of your life, so you can self-harm, and then you can feel guilty that you self-harmed. So congratulate yourself, because every minute that you go without self-harming is an achievement. Instead of punishing yourself by self-harming, punish yourself by not self-harming. And what I mean by this is, because you want to self-harm so much, punish yourself and don't allow yourself to do that. List as many good things about yourself that you can. This is always a good one for counteracting the guilt and actually thinking, oh yeah, like I am an okay person. And if you can't do this, text a friend and ask them what they think. Make a collage of nice things in your life and also nice things that you like in your life. When I was self-harming, I really found collaging soothing, and to counteract this feeling of wanting to punish ourselves, I found just like looking at nice things like in magazines really helped. So I would cut them out and stick them into a collage, and I would also have a collage for like the future. I really want to go back and find those collages because I feel like I will have probably lived out some of my fantasies. So I used to put like holidays that I wanted to go on and clothes that I wanted to be able to wear, etc. Read something good that someone has written about you. So this could be the text that you just asked your friend to send you about the nice things about yourself, or any, you know, compliments that people have paid you. Talk to someone that cares about you. In all of these, I've not really mentioned talking to someone because you don't really feel like you want to talk to someone. But if it is these feelings of guilt and there is someone you can speak to, then speak to them and see if they can at least try and discourage you from doing it. Again, doing something nice for someone else and asking someone else about their day, I find is a good distraction technique because you're not so focused inwards on yourself. Think about why you feel guilty and how you might be able to change it. So with this, I always like to question the validity of my thoughts because a lot of the time they are not valid, they are not true. So we need to remember that what we think about ourselves is not a fact. These feelings, although uncomfortable, you will be able to get through them without self-harming. But if you do, if all of these fail, please do not feel guilty or punish yourself further. Get back onto the horse, don't think about it too much and carry on, because it's not helpful to dwell too much in your relapses. So yeah, I'm sending love to all of you. I really hope some of these techniques helped, and I promise you it will get better. I will see you in my next video, but until then, goodbye.